All right, we are live. Right on. Very nice. Very nice. I love being live. All right, there's my link. Make sure this works. All right, we are live. Right on. All right, cool. Wait, no. All right. Let me get this over to the Telegram on Discord. Live now in all caps on YouTube. Why did that put two P's? Why did that... Damn it, Bobby. Oh, we got 4 people. Yes. 5. I want a lot of people in here. Mmm. Mmm. Yes, BTC does suck ass right now. Everything in my life sucks ass right now. I'm joking. But it's going to be alright. It's going to be okay. We're going to make money today. This is when we make the most money, is when markets are bloody. This group and I have always made more money when like the most money easily when markets are bleeding. It's my most comfortable natural habitat. But I don't like it when it's bloody. Because I like normal setups that follow through like normal, like altcoins. We're supposed to. BTC, LTC, that's all we need. You must be smoking pot. What the fuck? Oh, that was the tweet underneath. BTC, LTC, ETH, ZERP, bitch, X, Neil, Eka, shit, crap, spank, Nils, shit, yeah, wonderful. Oh, we should probably put the big ones on there. Dumped. Beautiful. All right. What's up, guys? Stock market's doing well. Well, look at that BTC and that crypto stock correlation there, they say. That doesn't exist. Not even a little bit. You guys mind going to Twitter and retweeting that, please? NVIDIA warns we're going to see a big drop in crypto revenue. But why? All right. What's up? What's up, Bishop? Yeah, I'm eating breakfast on stream. You guys are so important to me during this time that we have to get you into these trades beforehand, and I need to eat. So I don't know what to tell you. I've got breakfast sausage here that kind of looks like a dickhead, so that's great. Next time BTC approaches 10K, I think it'll break it. I'll save you. Relax. Mind if I borrow your toaster? Dude, do you not have a toaster? Yo, I gotta share this with you guys real quick. This is the greatest bread in the world that isn't shitty bread. I'm not kidding. They need to sponsor me for this shit. It's Brownstone. Is it Brownstone? Brownberry. Oatmeal bread. I mean, I'm talking, guys, this is like the softest, fluffiest. Oh my god, it's phenomenal. It's like the greatest bread of all time. You guys gotta get this bread. Would you like to try cheese my wife made? Yes. Yes, I would. Hi, ugly face. That's right. I love it when you talk to me like that. It's the milk from her tit. Jesus. Mmm. Alright. Real simple, guys. On these pullbacks, we're looking at a couple things. And it's been a disgustingly disappointing drop from the wedge. I mean, disgustingly disappointing. And here's why. Is because if we take off the Ichimoku cloud, and forget this drop right here that happened, like today, this big red dildo. Let me expand this. You had the 236 fib of current move, right? You had price bullish hammer reversal back into market structure yesterday. You had the 20 EMA supporting the 236 fib. There was a lot of confluence there, and then the trend line of this, what was a rising wedge that was developing, it was by no means complete or anything like that, or filled out. You know, this would naturally tell you that we're going to fill out this rising wedge and everything will be great. Not only that, but you see this big wick, not this big wick, this tiny wick next to what looked kind of like a bullish hammer yesterday. I said it wasn't perfect, but it was close enough. It was price pushed back into market structure above the 20 EMA. For a lot of the day yesterday, price was moving away from yesterday's candle. Now, daily closes are all that matters. I understand that. But I felt so safe that I closed my laptop and went to mow my lawn. By the time I came inside from mowing my lawn, the market had dumped through market structure. I'm like, what the hell happened? So this is what happens. Here we go. You have to be able to make chicken parmesan with chicken shit. So, little fib tutorial for you. We're on the day chart, right? I mean, if we want to make market structure here, we'll make market structure. Here's your bottom line. Here's your top line. Bang. Big symmetrical triangle. We thought we were past this shit, right? That's our next step if this current step doesn't work out. So, let me delete that. And here's our current step. Very simple pimple. We're going to take a fib from the bottom of this move to the top of it. Let me fix my fibs real quick. 618. And then put them on the right, please. Okay. I should probably put it down here, make it exact. Your 0.5 fib is your line in the sand. Say, yeah, this is still a bullish reversal. And that's right around 8,200. Then you have your 50-day moving average, which should catch this right around 82.74, 75. You can get a wick down to the 0.5 fib as well. The fib is what really matters here, because if it bounces off the fib, it's going to close above the 50-day moving average. But the fib level is what matters. We're going to call it 8,200, or just 8,200, psychological number. But not only that, if we take our 50 moving average off, we can leave our fib on. Our 0.5 fib, as I always say, is directly correlated with the Kijun on the daily. So 50% move, 50% of the current move, so bottom to top. And look, it lines up perfectly with the 0.5 fib. So where's my Tenkan at? Did I take it off? I did. Okay. So we're looking at daily cloud edge support, like right around there. You can wick out of it, but close inside. That's not a big deal. If we put our 50 moving average on, there's a lot of support coming up around this area. So much so that I personally am comfortable putting a 25x long. I'm willing to lose what I'm managing, or what I'm longing, but I'm willing to put a 25x long, and at least get it up to 86.25 to the 382 fib. I still think it's going to ping pong around, but I think we might be ready for an edge-to-edge trade. And by an edge-to-edge trade, I mean bottom of the cloud to the top of the cloud. And that puts you around 11,500. I think it's way too late to hope like we may have been for this 12,800 top of cloud area. What really matters to me here is kind of this 11,600 to 11,760 zone. Who's calling me? Am I not working or something? Is that Bart? Bart, are you calling me? Is my audio? No, your audio sucks. Chart. Motherfucker! God damn it! Gosh darn it! Bart, don't call me, man. I'm not answering your phone. Dude, you're in the UK. I don't have long distance dialing. Oh, I was checking my hat. I was making sure I looked as sexy as I thought I was. Bang! Let's minimize what doesn't matter and maximize what does matter. Oh, that's bad. I do it every time, guys. Audio, lag, you name it. Bart, you little piece of shit. Fail. Now you guys get to watch me eat breakfast sausage as your punishment. Oh, man. Oh. Alright. Ooh, that's a little spicy, Jordy. That's a little spicy sausage. You're my little spicy sausage. Alright. Here we go. Back to... Let's start over. God damn it. Gosh darn it. Oh, I had a 9th grade health teacher, and he sounded like he'd been smoking for years and screaming at the top of his lungs, like his voice was so raspy. And the dude would be like, we'd piss him off so bad. Like, we had to take those babies home, those fake babies, and like be good parents over the weekend, but we were in 9th grade, so we didn't care. And I was class clown, so I had to put on a show. So I set the record for the most shaken baby syndromes on the fake baby. I just sat there all weekend and shook the baby. Came back. It was a joke, okay? I don't shake babies. Came back for the weekend, and he downloaded my results. He looked and he's like, "Oh, dog bite a rabbit." So instead of saying dag nabbit or GD, he said dog bite a rabbit. Just thought that was ridiculous. What a ridiculous human being. All right, let's start over. Yeah, every stream something goes wrong. Because I'm a pleb and a noob. All right, here we go. We're going to take the Ichimoku cloud off. And here is your market structure. It's not going to be exact. Bang. Line it up with the wicks, babies. Right? And then you can even do this if you want to like draw too many lines on your chart. There's your market structure. We'll look to this bottom line. if Bitcoin falls to the 0.5 fib. The fib, if it starts fibbing. So, current move. Is this going to continue? I was telling you guys, we had a lot of confluence right here. Let me zoom in. Yesterday, they had bullish hammer reverse back into the market structure. We had a larger wedge playing up with the 200 moving average over top, and it seemed that this wedge would carry us right back into that 200 moving average. Everything was perfect. 236 fib, market structure, trend line, bullish hammer reversal, not the prettiest one in the world, 20 EMA. Everything was lining up for it to bounce right off of here. You look for areas of confluence, right? At key fib levels with moving averages, and everything is good. And it's a trading style that I make money on, like, consistently, and it failed us because that's trading. That's what happens. So you gotta tighten up your risk management. You know, falls through the 236 fib level and it starts moving away from that. You got to be ready to be stopped out or at least know what you're going to do. So let's get rid of this shit. Doesn't matter anymore. This could. The good news here, I want today to close below the 382 fib level. Because I do not want either an upward sloping or an even head and shoulders line. Thank you, Johnny Max, for reminding me of that. I was looking at that while my eggs were cooking. All right. So take the 20 EMA off. You're no good to us anymore. Your 200 is above that orange line. We'll just take that off for now. The 50 matters. But let's look at the Ichimoku cloud again. Like I said before, the 0.5 fib is always the Kijun of the current move. You know you drew it right if the 0.5 fib lines up like with it. And we're looking at 8,200 for the 0.5 fib, like right around there. And you draw it from this candle wick to this one, low to high. There's some times and you probably wouldn't draw it from the highest wick if you have a ridiculous false break, but that's neither here nor there. So what we're looking at, guys, what I'm looking at, I'm still looking to get long, all right? I'm bullish on this shit until I don't need to be anymore. And I don't need to be below the 0.5 fib line. And then we can load the fuck up out of some high leverage longs at the bottom of this market structure for a bounce. That would only be our third real touch. Like, this is one localized touch within a week, right? I'll just call that one touch. For our third touch. A third touch makes the trend line truly valid. So we'll look to dick off and get into these around 786 fib level, $7,200, somewhere around there, $7,000 on some 10x's or something like that. But at the 0.5 fib line, I'm going to try to catch this flattened Kijun. I've always told you guys that a flattened Kijun is price signifying that it wants to return to the mean. So like right around this level, daily cloud edge, it can wick down below to the 0.5 fib and the flattened Kijun, and then we're going to look for an edge to edge, and that puts us right around 11,500. Not only that, we could wick out of the daily cloud. We will not get out of the daily cloud in the first try. I almost guarantee it. But you're looking for price to climb out of this hole at that point. Like that's what matters, right? So, and the good news here, guys, is, I mean, this is just really good news. This is why things don't go straight up forever. Because if we come up here to the daily cloud edge, and this is exact, and this will be exact, we could have bing bong mode. That's like a parallel channel. If it wants to come over here and take its time, and that's probably aggressive. Daily cloud resistance is coming down. We could be in a larger rising wedge. Yay! BTC is notorious for breaking rising wedges up during a bull market, but I'm not ready to get there yet. I just think we have a really good bounce spot in an area where Bitcoin can start to go sideways and funnel into. I mean, this wouldn't technically resolve. Like, we could put it out here. We're looking at like August, June, something like that, if I wanted to play this. up to this level, there's your alt season. I know I keep talking about it, but I'm sorry. Some of those alt setups were just too nice. And you have consensus coming up next week, so a lot of this doesn't make sense. I understand that Upbit was just rated and shit overnight. I don't know what the fallout from that's going to be because that's South Korea. I hope that doesn't kill my little dreams of icon ICOs. My little icon babies floating around the crypto sphere. But shit happens. So I had a big ass bag of Neo when China banned Neo, and look what happened. Or China banned cryptos on exchanges, and look what happened with that. Neo went fucking dumped, and then it went to $200 almost. So we'll see. But that's your Bitcoin, and that's really all that matters. Now, if we look at more of a macro of the previous move, like there's many ways you can draw this to try to find confluence here, and I haven't drawn these yet, so let's see. Look at that. The 618 of the larger market structure move is the 0.5 of this current move, so there's more confluence. Now, this isn't ever going to be exact, but if we draw the trend-based fib extension and we make this bright pink, and I put my actual fib levels on, we get absolutely nothing. So that's what you get. But yeah, I know it's a little confusing to look at right now, but you do have your 618 fib level, 8140, 8141, and it's right below this flattened Kijun, this 0.5 fib, and then you put on your 50-day moving average and the daily cloud edge, and ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot of confluence for some higher leverage longs right here. You have to be willing to lose what you're willing to put in with these high leverage longs, 10 to 25x. I think I'm going to go 25x. Pretty confident about this one. I'm like really confident about this one. Doesn't mean it's a guarantee. I was confident about those alt setups, and a lot of people were confident about those alt setups. There's a reason why. Just look at historical fractals of alt charts, and like it's just been real frustrating. But excuse me, I shouldn't burp on stream. That's disgusting. I was just trying to breathe. So yeah, what we're looking at is like 8200 area, right around this cloud edge. 50 moving average, this blue line right here is your 50 moving average. Flattened Kijun, 0.5 fib, 0.618 fib, and then we could have a potential for a new market structure of Bitcoin into a rising wedge. If it wants to resolve around, July or August and dump, I don't give a shit. We'd have a nasty alt party. So overall, I'm fundamentally bullish on this shit, guys. We have consensus. We have Robinhood trying to expand into every state. They just did like $330 million of angel funding to expand their crypto platform specifically. We have the New York Stock Exchange talking about doing, and NASDAQ talking about doing crypto trading desks, Goldman Sachs, futures settle on Bitcoin itself. Like, so much crazy good news is coming through. Just look at the fucking roadmap, So, it is what it is. Let's look at questions. Yeah, I did. I deep throated that sausage. I'm going to lose so many viewers. Cool story, bro. No one cares. No one cares about you. I'm kidding. I care about you. You should close that Pornhub tab. No. What am I, some kind of pussy or something? Your audio sounds fine to me. Hey, Lassie, how about you be a man and get a picture on your Gmail profile so we can see that face. All right. Enough with Big Daddy. Let's look at Grandpa. And there you go. I just play the Kijun on this one. I bet we can find some confluence on this. We know it's the 0.5 fib. It's bouncing off the 200-day moving average. You little bitch. I don't want to see you lose that. Strat. No, don't tell me Strat took off. That's my trade for you guys right now. Oh, shit. Oh, oh, I did some work on the strat chart last night. Some worky jerky, and I found a lot of confluence. Another edge to edge. Check this shit out. What's the RSI at? Not good. All right. You've got the daily cloud edge, the 50 moving average, the flattened Kijun, the macro. Where's she at? 786 is right there. Was this the 886 fib? I don't remember. But trend base, bottom of the. Fuck, I had it last night. It's on my Telegram. Let me look at it. It made more sense then. Maybe I was drunk. Yes, okay. Never mind. Either way, the yellow is the trend based. I'm having trouble seeing my colors. Okay, cool. Got it. I was having trouble understanding which one was which. So, bottom to top, your 0.5 fib level. Obviously, we know that's your daily Kijun as well. But then you do a trend-based Fibonacci extension from bottom to top, and then to the daily cloud edge pretty much, like right here. And then your one Fibonacci extension is where you would look for that move to go to, is the 786 macro fib. So there's a lot of confluence here, and Strat just announced releasing their full ICO program. I mean, they're looking for like enterprise level blockchain solutions. Basically, it's kind of like with Dragon Chain, where you would release your ICO under their criteria and their platform, except they don't code in Solidity, they code in C# and .NET. So it's supposed to be a lot easier. They have a great team. They've been around for a while, and they're finally getting to the point where this platform is going to launch. I don't know what took them so long or whatever, but they're very dedicated, and they always have been. So there's a lot of confluence, daily cloud edge, Kijun, 0.5 fib, 50-day moving average, all around here. And then you'd be looking for an edge-to-edge play. Because when you do the trend-based Fibonacci extension like this, the one on a measured move is what you're looking at. So, you know, we'd be looking at look at that. Measured move, baby. There you go. So, that's my target. It's like 103,000 sats. I call it 100,000. There's your exclusive trade if you guys are watching this. I'm expecting Strat 66,000, and then your daily stop would be, or your stop would be a daily close below the 50-day moving average. So it's like the risk reward on this is phenomenal. And to me, that would line up with Bitcoin bouncing shortly and going sideways within that wedge. Sorry, I thought you scared the shit out of me. You said Strat. So buy Strat right now or wait for a bounce off the cloud. Yes. Cold toast. You guys want some sausage? Here, eat some sausage. I'm so sorry if you just came in here. Look at that sea of red. My Lanta. Alright, so let's get back to ETH. To ETH. It's trying to bounce off the 200-day moving average. You could buy it here. Stop on a daily close below if you want to. Or you could circle into a position, like average into a position, and you would have multiple areas. Like we can take this fib level off here because we know the Kijuns are bull bear line. But you can always wick below that to the cloud edge and the 50-day moving average. Right? Where's the 20 at? Not volume. Yeah. Yikes. But you look for a bounce. You put some bids here. You have your stop criteria there. Flatten Kijun. Try to get a wick down to the 50 moving average that closes above on the Kijun. And the daily cloud edge. You'd have like 3 areas. And I'd put less here than I would here. And I'd put less here than I would here. But this together would be your position. You'd be a good little trader. You'd average in. And so since you're more bottom heavy on your price areas, your price entries, as it bounces up, you're more above water and you're safer. And then you have, and then as it moves away, you can sell this portion, right? Maybe sell a little bit of this portion up here. Put your stop on the daily cloud edge break. Move it up to here. Move it up to here. Lock in profit and try to capture the larger move. Be a good idea. So that's active trade management. A lot of times, guys, I can't actively manage your trades for you guys. I'll give you setups, but you have to be able to manage them for yourself. Sell partials. Keep yourself in the ball game. And yeah, everybody in this space has had a rough go on these fucking altcoin positions that didn't they didn't follow through. And it is what it is. You'll have this. If you want to hold. I'm bullish. Why won't this come off? Like, what the fuck is up with you? There you go. Jordy, stop running around. There's just nothing in this house for you to pace back and forth for, other than me. Let's look at Icon. Icon is spizziking like a mizother. Yes! Well, that's nice! That's nice! I'm liking Icon right now, babies. Where would you put bids at if you had to? Probably here's the 50 moving average market structure. I don't think this line matters as much because you do have the flattened Kijun. But for fuck's sake, for everybody's sake, I want to see Icon do a little Houdini, and get up out of this emerging daily cloud finally, before it even has a chance to get in. Because daily, like clouds, once you get in them, are like wombs for little babies. The baby doesn't just grow overnight and come out of the womb. Okay, it takes 9 months. It takes time. So when you're in the cloud, it's basically advanced. Dude, can you chill out? You're ruining my following. Okay, my job is on the line. You're ruining everything in my life. Stop it. I'll pay you. All right. Icon's looking delicious, trying to get back above this daily Tenkin. We want to see that. It's just magnificent that everything is bleeding, and Icon is the one that's going ham bone. Especially with the upbit FUD. That's crazy shit. But it's Icon for you. It's the one that just doesn't seem to march to the same beat of the drum as everybody else. So it's only at 394. It was at 420 something yesterday. 420, bro. Not. But what does this look like to you guys? What does that look like to you? Like, looks like a bull flag, bruh. If I've ever seen one. So just like I told you guys on the strat, what would you do? It's just like we did when we caught the EOS bottom. And that was a bear flag. You just clone it. Bang. From the bottom of the Flizzag. And that's why this bottom trend line doesn't matter as much to me. Is because you have your flattened Kijun down there. And this bear flag can take you there. You don't want to see this bear flag become too elongated. We'll call it like right around here. I don't think it's going to be exact on its first resistance. Because I told you guys, gosh, what was it? Like a week ago or something like that. That 786 reversals go to 382. Well, I told you this a long time ago. 786 reversals go to 382s. And the 59,000 sats ish is like right there. And then not only that, you have the 60,000 sats, like key psychological number. And basically, there you go. Like 59,000 to 60,000 sats would probably be your cutoff for a bounce there. And again, it doesn't go straight up like that. I mean, look, how many days did this take? 3 weeks on its ascension. And I believe that was the 786 of that move. Yes. So, yeah, we've had this planned out for a while on this measured move. I mean, not only that, but if you look at where we caught it, yeah, boy, yeah, boy. You look at where we caught it. That's the macro 786. And those will go to 382s, and then we'll figure out what happens from there. So we're looking at like 59,000 sats. And so for the ARC, ooh, that's gonna be like 250% ROI. But if you sell it there, I'm gonna find you and ball tag you or give you a titty twister. And I will not do it to any girls. I'll just do it to the boys. Zem. Ugh. You little bitch. Well, I think we're going back to this trend line. If we don't bounce it at 786 level. And it's interesting to see this fib of the current move. It's just 618. 618s go to 382. So it wouldn't be a bad move to try to get up to 40,000 sats. Get yourself like 10%. But it's out of the daily cloud. It's falling through its moving averages. The trend line is your hope. It's just, look, I mean, it was a good setup, guys. I mean, look at this shit. Take all this away. And here's what you had. Take the cloud away. Don't even take the cloud away because we were on top of the flattened Kijun. Like, there's another support. Take the 50-day moving average. Put the 20 EMA on. We were on top of the 20 EMA, the flattened Kijun. Back on top of 236 support. Everything was flattening and tightening, and it was looking really good. It was right under the 200, so you're buying a little bit premature. Yes, I understand, right against the daily cloud edge. However, you had quite a few coins have this setup and break out. So we were anticipating with the bullish sentiment, Zem was next. I mean, what is it on CoinMarketCap? 14. And it died. You had your stop criteria if you stuck to it. If not, and you're holding and you're looking for a bounce, you should be able to get out like near break even, I think. At the very minimum, like 40,000 sats, 41,000 sats. This shouldn't put you too far in the hole. You can hold it. Zem's a good project. It's not going anywhere. I believe that they are one of the coins at consensus. Sponsors. Sponsors. Ooh, Ripple. Where you at? I know I saw you. Are they not? No? I could have sworn to God that I saw them on here. I could just be a big fat phony. I haven't looked in a while, but Zcash. Rip. Huh. I guess not. I guess I'm a fucking liar. And just overall a moron. Oh, there they are. Yeah, fuck you. There they are, right there. What's up, bitch? Number 10. New economy movement. Number 10. I mean, look at their mission, okay? They responsibly provide blockchain services that enable growth and economic progress. But I do like this project, and they're one of the key sponsors at Consensus. They're a 4-block sponsor. Okay, 4 blocks with VeChain. Icon could only afford this year to be a 3-block sponsor. Let's look at this agenda. State of the blockchain world, buy the fucking dip. Fireside chat with Don Tapscott and FedEx. FedEx, huh? What's up, Don? Remarks by Jim Bullard. I mean, that's just something that I've wanted to hear for years. A networking break. New alchemy. Equity or coins? How governments use the technology. State of Illinois. And Deloitte. Well, that's a good company. Jordy, hey, can you chill out? Just go lay down, buddy. Just go lay down. Token economy. Sponsored by IBM. Start, accelerate, and innovate your blockchain journey. Where does it say they're going to start buying my pack bags? Scaling layer 2 and cryptographic innovations. Ripio boosting. Is that Ripio credit? Not, yeah, RCN. Boosting blockchain together. Okay. Decentraland and Baycore. Some real shit coins there. Not really. Get rid of your lawyers. Amen to that. Fuck lawyers. The Premier of Bermuda. Like Premier Bush, greatest country in the world. First the rest, then the West. Nobody knows what you're talking about. Jed McCaleb, founder of Stellar. He ripped Ripple off a bad one, man. Mining, blockchain governance, change face of ID. Vinny, he sold his Bitcoin at like $1,000 and then told everybody it was going down. So he probably shouldn't be on there. The race towards interoperability. Aeon, Charlie Lee, even David Schwartz from Ripple. He's a brilliant guy. Like, he knows his shit. He is really, really brilliant in this space. I would kill to see this. Mostly because I have a large bag of Litecoin and Aeon. But Aeon is, like, to me, the most next-gen project of all of them in this entire space. And I don't count IOTA because I think it's horseshit until proven otherwise, until their blockchain actually works. All kinds of funds, nothing great. That guy's named Bart. We know he's not the real Bart. Content monetization and true net neutrality, so RIP YouTube. I'm surprised they don't have library credits on there. Maybe they can't afford it. Global jurisdictions. Isn't it jurisdictions? Not jurisdictions? Huh. Never heard of that word. What's jurisdictions mean? Official power to make legal decisions and judgments. Where's like the President Trump buys $1 billion of Bitcoin live on here? Future of decentralized exchanges. I would love to see that because they are the future. You won't have to worry about Upbit getting raided when decentralized exchanges are running because you just load your private keys up in there and then get hacked and you're good to go. So on-device key management. It was a joke. Sponsored by Microsoft. Bill Gates won't be there. He's been pretty much shunned from Microsoft for a while. Like that chick that runs that company, she's the one who's big dick swinging around there. Zuko, how to buy a coin that never pumps. This is a lot of infrastructure type shit. Like, not anything that's gonna make you guys crazy, but like if you go back and you look at like the people that are here, the companies that are here, just the overall size compared to previous years, like it's good shit. There's just a lot of content, man. Like this, you can tell this is dead serious. So, goodness gracious, this is a lot. Enterprise Ethereum Alliance announcement. That's big news. This is a lot, man. I know you guys want to see coin charts. I'm sorry, but like, when's it gonna end? Waves platform demo. Waves is a good platform. I have a bag of it. We have a bag of it. All right, sorry. Let's get back to it. Let's look at ZRX. Oh, let's look at TRX. Flatten Keygen, 705 sats. 700 sats, I'm sorry. There you go. Like, that's easy shit. As we get towards mainnet, it'll bounce. It looks like it's probably, if I were to be an Elliott Wave person, it would look like it's probably doing an ABC down to that. Like, I'm not saying they don't work. I'm just saying most people can't use them. And by most, I mean almost all. Except for if you've been in the game for a while and you know what you're doing. That's like literally, that's a bounce. It'll bounce there. 700 sats. It'll bounce there. That's like easy money. Easy money. Unless it wants to be a cuck and do an edge to edge. I still think it'll bounce there. Now manage your trade and don't lose money on it. That's the big thing. Ooh, we got a little bit of a tweezer top, but this is turning into a doji, so today's close is going to matter on ZRX. Oh. Want to move? But I'm still looking for, like, okay, so we're going to move this down. Take the cloud off. Doesn't matter right now. Take the 200 moving average off. Really, the 20 EMA at this moment is what matters, because look at it, climb it, and respect it. And that's what we're looking for from a lot of alts. They just weren't ready yet. There's no sign that says they're not. You know, EOS does it. ZRX does it. Other ones load up. They have prime setups. You buy the daily 20 EMA. You've been plenty patient, and the fucking market dumps, okay? Sometimes there's nothing that you can do. But I've been plenty profitable doing this before. You know, we had key reversals at key fib levels. Nothing said that we weren't bullish on the altcoin side. We were. It's just, it's really frustrating to deal with. And sometimes these things decide they want more time, okay? It's like dating. Yo! Do you have to wrestle right now? You're embarrassing me. Don't sprint at me. I'm live on YouTube. I'm on YouTube. I'm on internet television. All right, now let's get my fib extensions. Can you stop? Oh my God, I have the worst dogs in the world. They have no respect. Hey, go lay down right now. No more. You're embarrassing. I'll take you to the dog park in a little bit. Watch out. Just chill out. All right. I'm still looking for ZRX. Why doesn't this have fib extensions on it? $276 to 280,000. After I told you guys it was going to be a straight shot to, I think, 230,000 and then 270,000. We almost got to 230,000. We might need to flag off of this. Oh my God, they're driving me nuts. Can you chill? Go lay down. Lay down right now. Thank you. This might need to flag off this to the 20 EMA. Whether it's going to be a flag or a pennant, sideways movement, a bunch of hullabaloo, who knows? Something like that. Something like that. Give us a little bit of a bull flag. And remember, guys, if I were to delete all of this, if this were the top for now, your 0.5 fib of current move would still be bullish. And it's that 133,000 area that I told you guys a couple of weeks ago to watch out for a return. Oh, don't hold caps lock. For a return to a bounce on this zone for continuation. Just put some bids there just in case and watch it. But still think 270,000 sats is on the horizon, and then we'll start getting to this has been one of our best trades of the year so far, because we literally bought the bottom on this. It really doesn't matter. I think it'll go to the 4618. 773,000 sats, and we bought the exact bottom, 5,000-ish, somewhere around there, 4,500. I can't remember. That'd be almost a 20x, be like an 18x. But yeah, I think it can get up there. I think you'll at least start looking at the 2618 fib extension. That'd be like a 10x for us. But because if you guys look historically, okay, hold up, time out. because the next chart I'm going to go to, I do need to show you guys this with ZRX. This could close right here. We'll pretty much have a false breakout. Like you would put this as your resistance line, and then you could have a gigantic ascending triangle on this. It's just, don't rule it out until we confirm a close above here, and push out of this zone. But that would look a lot like Ethereum from last year. Like something like that, and then this gigantic ascending triangle. But then when I talk about these things painting, was this the 786 fib reversal? I don't remember. Yes. Yes, it was, just like with ZRX. So if it doesn't move out of here and it wants to come back down, it'll find a higher low. And let me guess what this was of this move. 618. Hung around the 382 for a while, bounced off 236, and then finally took off. So, but look, like if we were to find an extension, when I say like it's gonna go to these crazy ass prices, like this is why, guys. Like look, it went to the almost to the 4618. Like it almost got there. And then it bounced off the 2618. So when things create new all-time highs and they start pushing away from the previous all-time high, it's pure price discovery. Like you have no resistance overhead. So people get greedy. They want to hold. They want to see where it can go. And it is a bullish chart, and bullish charts show a lot of buying power, way more buying pressure than selling pressure. And so these are the kind of moves that we're looking for with these coins, and that's why we're trying to buy these key retracements so that we can capture these big ass moves. Like I've never been more fundamentally bullish on cryptos, and so many things were powering up and they looked ready to fucking go. Like it looked like we were ready for alt season. It looked like everything that I've seen before in the previous alt seasons. Sometimes it doesn't follow through. It happens, okay? So you have to tighten up your risk management, but you have to also be willing to have skin in the game and take some losses to be able to hit these mega pumps. Because when they happen, it's the greatest thing in the entire world. And then you just play the 20 EMA after that. Like look how the 20 EMA on the daily was respected on this entire ETH move. But when I say like I'm looking at the 2618 and the 4618 and shit like that, this is why. Like that's how you get price discovery, and it takes some time. Like once we closed above the previous all-time high, it took until its new all-time high 51 days, 50 days exactly. Like it's not overnight, but the dips get bought up. Like you see a gigantic dump right here and it gets bought completely up, and most likely that's going to be a like some whale that just dumped a whole order book or something like that, and it just gets automatically bought back up by bots. But the daily didn't close there, and like this right here would have been your biggest reason to go long on Ethereum, like in my opinion. That's a bullish hammer from heaven. But yeah, so you look at these fib extensions, and that's what I'm looking for from ZRX. If it really does push away from the previous all-time high, and we'll go back to it, you're looking for this to happen. Now the market has to remain bullish for you to be able to do that, right? And it's common, it's really common for there to be a little bit of a mess made around this previous all-time high, and we'll make this more exact. But it's common for kind of a messy area to unfold around these previous all-time highs. Obviously, it's a good area to take profits. It's a good area to expect resistance on the first try. Like I never expect no resistance on the first try. You always expect it to be denied. I think that's going to be more it's going to be more reasonable expectations in an irrational market. But you know, once you start pushing away from this shit right here does not matter anymore. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. So you have to start doing this. That's your 2618. Here's your 4618. We could even put on the 4272 because that's probably more likely to get touched if you're going off the Ethereum chart. 66,000 sats. And then based on current supply, if it's at 19,000 sats right now, that'd be like 330%. Yeah, it's not even a billion market cap right now. So you'd be looking at almost a $4 billion or $3.5 billion market cap on ZRX. If we did 3.5 times this, we're looking at almost $5. It's got a 1 billion max supply, but only a circulating supply of 528 million right now. But the product that they have coming out and their project, you know, they're right across the street from Coinbase. All of their advisory board has worked for Coinbase basically. There's real speculation that Coinbase is going to leverage the 0x technology, if it's going to be through Coinbase or GDAX to be able to integrate these ERC20 tokens and manage it as a wallet and shit like that. So it's a great project. It won awards at Consensus last year, I believe. And I mean, if it's at, what was that, 860, say 850, 17, 17, 25, 255, yeah, about a $3 billion market cap. That'll put it at right above NEM right now, like 14. Like, it's not, it's reasonable. It's very reasonable. It's very reasonable. You have Bytecoin up there right now. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Is Ven still heading for Valhalla? Isn't Valhalla somewhere you go if you die? Because if Bart has to die for Ven to pump, I'm all in on it. Like I said, if for the market to turn around, if we have to sacrifice Bart to the crypto landlord, that's the guy that runs all crypto, is the crypto landlord. If we have to sacrifice Bart, I'm down for it. Like, I'll do it live on YouTube. I don't give a fuck. EOS. Yeah, let's look where EOS could go if it doesn't stop. I think they have their, if we go to CoinMarketCap, and Coin, they need to speed this shit up. What the fuck is this shit? No, I don't want to see your stupid ads. Alright. 11.5. Next 30 days. Why is it saying 11/5/2018? What the? Oh, this must be a European site. EOS Dawn. Native tokens launch. They'll be converting them over, and then the June 2nd is the is their mainnet release. So, and we'll see if they can do like 10,000 transactions per second or whatever they were freaking saying. But if they can, look at it trying to hold the 20 EMA right now. Like, if we were to look at this, what did this hit? And this move isn't necessarily over yet. 272, right around there. And if we go on the trend-based fib extension, almost the 1618. I mean, but the problem is that you're saying that it's not a problem yet. I mean, I don't think EOS is done. I want to see it close over here just because. And this is market makers being assholes. But yeah. if it closes over there, if it wants to bounce off this level, it can go back down below and close back above. I know some people use different style candles like the bars and Renko, and Renko is a good one for this. Heiken Ashi, it's like a moving average candle system. But yeah, I mean, I just look for confirmed candle closes. But either way, it should be good. I mean, it should either close right below and then close back above again, and that would signify with Bitcoin finally bouncing, or it'll just close back above. We'll see. And if we look at the fib of this current move, it's probably near the 382. Yes. Yes. Not a bad spot to spec buy, and then the 0.5 as well. But then on a wick, it's always a good idea, and this is the all-time high for me. No, it's not, because that couldn't get over it. This will be the all-time high previously. It's like, yeah, 135,000 area. Perfect. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Genius, genius, genius. For a bounce. If we look at the cloud on the daily, you have a flattened Kijun right here. I don't think it gets down there, but it could on a wick. Stranger things that happen, like things will wick way below the Kijun but close back above it, and it's not a problem, and the trend continues. But if we take the 20 EMA off, we're expecting that it would respect this zone, but it doesn't matter. It could bull flag or falling wedge its way right down into this flattened Kijun. You buy this shit, and then it speed bumps over the daily cloud and continues on. Okay? Once again, it speed bumps over the daily cloud and then continues on. And one last time, it speed bumps over the daily cloud and continues on. Nice. Bitcoin Cash has taken a dump. Looks like I owe somebody $2,200. No, I think it'll go there. I don't think we're done, guys. What's Icon doing? It's being strong. Icon, you light up my life. But as long as you are denied by the daily Tenkin, you're a little cuck. We could just make Bart sacrifice a full liquidation of... No. We need blood. Bart is living too large. We should send Boris over there. We should send Boris over there to sacrifice Bart to the crypto lunch, or the crypto landlord, and the crypto lunch lady. It's like the king and queen of all of crypto. People don't know. It's like, who's the god of Norse mythology? Norse god. There's 12 of them. Freyr. 12 major Norse gods and goddesses you should know about. Weimer. No. Odin. Yeah, that's the guy I'm thinking about. Odin is the crypto landlord. And Frigg. Oh, Frigg is definitely the crypto lunch lady. And that's Bart in her arms. She should have ended it when she had a chance. Odin and Frigg. Let's go ahead over here to the watch list. Yes, we must sacrifice Bart to the crypto landlord Odin and his whore wife, the crypto lunch lady Frigg. Then the market shall reverse. So let it be written. So let it be done. Amen. And shit. Alright. Yeah, friggin' Bart. Dragon got wrecked. Everything got wrecked. Yeah, we can look at Ripple. Cripple. Guys, this shit happens, man. 66 cents. Oh, I bet it closes above here. It fucking better. The only other area that you'd be looking at is... Ugh, I can't believe this shit didn't fucking continue. These were bullish daily patterns. It's so reliable. So reliable. I've made a killing trading these patterns. Okay. It is what it is, man. The whole market got fucking wrecked right now. It's because shit happens when you don't expect it to. Your trend line, if it doesn't, like, this isn't a bad place to pick up some Ripple, by the way, on the USDT chart. Other than that, you're looking at 55 cents. And then if we look at the BTC chart, where's the 200-day moving average? It's got to hold here. It doesn't have a choice. It's got to hold here. It needs to bounce right now, or else it's toast, to be honest with you. Because look at the way the 200-day moving average is pointing up right now. It was pointing up, and price just couldn't keep up. It was just moving away from it. Oh, man. That was so brutal. I actually felt bad for the Ripple people. But it is what it is, man. I think it'll bounce. This isn't a bad spot to go long. You know your stop criteria on a close below the 200-day moving average. Or a move below 70, the low of this candle. Like you could even go down the 12-hour. Plan your one-day move with the 12-hour. Below this candle. 70, look at the low, 74.30. So you would buy at 78.16 with the stop below 74.30. And if you get stop on it, you get stop on it. But at the very end, you're not going to get wrecked on this trade. But I think that this isn't a terrible place to go liggity-lizong. The only thing you got to watch is, hope that you're not in a gigantic falling wedge that's going to take forever to complete. So what you gotta hope. Well, you could just play the bottom of this and just keep playing ping pong. Like, that's what we do in a bearish market. Is we play ping pong with market structure and key fib levels in oversold areas on high time frames and shit like that. Like, I love trading bloody markets. I just like it when my fucking bags pump and then we get blow off tops and then I can sell into the blow off tops and have a shit ton of Bitcoin to wait around to short shit and play ping pong and have a real good time. But sometimes it doesn't happen like that. Like, sometimes you got to switch your view and start shorting shit. So it is what it is. Everybody took losses on this gigantic drawdown. Like, it just is what it is, and there's nothing you can do about it. These were bullish setups, and it happened. It fucking happened, man. I hope you guys didn't lose money on Verge. I told you. Yeah, like right there, when it closed right there on that trend line, you guys should have been out of Verge. Just tighten up your active trade management and your risk management, and you won't get your ass handed to you in these situations. You'll take drawdowns and you'll take a little bit of losses, but you'll be out and you'll be able to buy lower. So that's what I got for you. Tough times in crypto land. But before I go, I want to go hard on BitMEX one last time. I want to liquidate at least one full Bitcoin. Yeah, but Bart, you'd have to go 100x leverage to play with one Bitcoin. Unless we crowd that. Maybe that's how we put some skin in the game for Bart getting BitMEX liquidated, is we crowdsource one Bitcoin for him. Oh, you want to see nulls? That's right. I don't know why. Oh, I'd know why. That's nice! Was that obnoxious? Sorry about that. Got a little carried away there. Nulls, what are you doing with your life, you piece? What are you doing? They're nice. Yes. Yes. respected the 382 and continued on. It's a false breakout for now. Like, you want to see it close above here. At least I do. And then continue on. And yeah, so the 382 for me, like that's your almost your 382 level. I'm not sure if that really matters. What's the volume look like? It's nothing crazy. How long has Knowles been around? Stupid name. Stupid name. How dare you? 40 million circulating supply. That's not bad. That's like really fucking good. What is Knowles? Such a stupid name. Oh my god, that's fucking terrible. Null is nothing. Nulls is anything you want in a blockchain world. Who did your marketing? So are you a platform? Proof of credit. I'm not aware of what that is. Can't even click on it. Okay. This is an ugly roadmap. Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, so this is May, and this is December, and that's March, and that's just fucking put the months right there and make it linear. God. All right, so for May, complete development of basic modules. Like, I want to see why this is running when everything's bleeding. So we got to look to something fundamental. Continually improve built-in modules such as smart contracts, multi-chain parallels, and cross-chain consensus. Start and promote more applications to be accessed within the Knowles ecosystem. The mainnet, okay, it's mainnet. Release PC wallet, release mobile wallet, release blockchain explorer. So that's May, and I'm assuming if it's pumping now, the mainnet isn't out yet. So let's look at CoinMarketCal and see. Search. Wallet release 31st. Okay, mainnet is the 31st as well. Yeah, and then Tron has their mainnet releasing too, guys. May 25th. I'm sorry, May 31st. I wouldn't worry about Tron. It's going to pump. And then Icon has theirs. Ooh, their webpage launched today. Icon Nest webpage launch. Okay, hopefully Icon needs to make this deadline. They have come through with their promises, but they haven't always hit their deadlines. So I want to see them hit this deadline just for investor confidence. It doesn't matter. Like, I'm not selling my Icon, but you need to hit your fucking deadlines. So if we go through, what's the end of June? We'll do the 11th through June. Okay, for Icon. Okay, so yeah, the 30th of June they have their ICX ETH decentralized exchange. what else is going on? Like, do we have any more? No. So let's go up here today and then go through, let's just go through the rest of the year. That's it. That's all we have right now. Okay, well, it happens. So if we look at nulls, it's got a really good coin supply. There you go. It's being denied at this level. You don't want to see that, but you do expect it. At the very least, this is your trend line that I wouldn't want to see it break. And I'm not including this wick right here, guys, because that's an outlier. Just a big dump. But you know, you want to see it close over 59,000 sats, 59,300. That's your previous, I mean, pretty much your previous all-time high. What was it? 51,109. 59,109. Right around there. But I want to see, if we take this, I want to see, was this the 618 that it truly reversed at? Yeah. So if we make this pink, 618s go to 382s. It was denied at this 382 level, and then it decided I want to get above. So it's being denied currently. If we take this yellow off and we just go back to auto, it's being denied currently at the 236 of the macro scale of the chart. And you had kind of a W bottom too, which is nice to see. Doot, doot, doot. It's being denied at the 236. Like I wouldn't be surprised. Like I wouldn't be loading up my bags here like at all, but I wouldn't be surprised to see it like do its thing here and ride this trend line and then continue on. It wouldn't surprise me. I wouldn't want to be in it outside of this trend line though. It's not the most pertinent thing in the world, but it's been an aggressive reversal. And there's only a few charts in crypto that reversed at the macro 618, not like the 786 or the 886. So EOS was one of them. Like if we, there you go, reverse to the 618. Ven was another one. So you're looking at power players here. Like charts that are so bullish they can't help themselves. What in the hell? Why are you, no, that's not what I chose. There we go. 618. Whereas with even TRX, you know, this was the 786. Or you look at like Cardano. It got a little messy around it, but it was a 786. And if you guys want to pick up Cardano, a good place to be would be coming up on the 200-day moving average, which is currently, well, it doesn't tell me, but like right around 2,850 sats, 2,800 sats, like right around there. Probably wouldn't be a bad place. If we look at Cardano's current move, yeah, that'd be the 0.5 fib. All right. So right around this area. I'm expecting Cardano to continue. I mean, it did fall through the 20 EMA, I believe, pretty badly. What's the 50? Okay, it's right there. So the 50 and the 0.5 fib. So like 2,900 sats, right around there. No wonder it bounced. If we look at the Ichimoku, and that was the flattened Kijun as well, and we know that because it was the 0.5 fib. But you know, it did reverse kind of the 786 area. The wick went halfway in between that. Like I almost call that 82 to 83%. But you're looking at it to go to the 382, and maybe not so much so because it did fall halfway below the 786. If you go halfway below the 382, that takes you to a daily cloud edge area. Could it be that aggressive in getting that high? I really don't know or think so. But if we go to the 3-day, what's the 20 EMA tell us on the 3-day? Because that was the Tenkin, so that's good that it's bouncing off of. Okay, and it's trying to recover the 3-day 20 EMA. Well, at the very least, you can look and see how price respected the 3-day 20 EMA on the way up at the Tenkin. This is just telling us that we need a little more time. I mean, shit, this isn't a bad 3-day Tenkin to Kijun trade. Up to 47,000 sats, or 4,700 sats. Cardano's main net, I believe. Is it the test net? Let me get rid of icon. Roadmap update. Yeah, 1.2 update mid-May. So the 15th, so 4 days. Ooh. But so that wouldn't be a bad, if you guys are watching this, that wouldn't be a bad trade. Like icon reverse to the 786. Here it was, 786. Would Komodo reverse that? It's just a random coin I picked. 786. Fuel. All right, so I'm not going to count this wick. This is arbitrary, but I don't count this because this was clearly just a false break. 786. I don't think IOTA's been on Binance long enough. This is probably an 886, just looking at it. Yeah, almost. But you buy these key levels on macro fib retraces and you just wait. Take your profits. But like, guys, these could be coming back to test these levels like the 786s and then moving on again. We just need to see more price action, but like I'm comfortable longing some of these areas. Like BTS, daily 20 EMA, still at this point, only the daily 20 EMA. The flattened daily Tenkin. I'd be comfortable maybe trying to think about potentially and maybe longing this area for a bounce. You guys like my hedge? BNB. This trend line, for fuck's sake, this trend line, like this is a coin that keeps getting bought up. And it hasn't truly lost the 3-day 20 EMA in quite a while. Like this is an area that I would buy. This is a coin that's going to continuously be in demand. I think once the decentralized exchanges get going, we'll see. But I mean, those are built on blockchains, aren't they? And you need a token for a blockchain or else it's a spreadsheet. So, you know, these exchange coins, as Binance grows, you know, it's a no-brainer. I know Blue Zell was bullish. We made some good money on a Blue Zell flip. What's the 1-day tell us? 20 EMA. So frustrating. You see these 20 EMAs being bought across the board, and then on some of these coins that are still bullish, and that's what you kind of expect on the 1-day. Like you're not trading a 4-hour, you're not trading even a 12-hour. You're trading a 1-day, and you're waiting, and they're far away, and they finally come back, and then Bitcoin takes a shit. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Like I planned this shit out. So Bitcoin Cash. It's trying to hold the 1-day 200 moving average, which also coincides with, what is that, 382? Yeah. Exactly. Fell outside the moving average, or outside of the like, this is an aggressive rising wedge here, guys. So something you could learn about this is just because it breaks down the rising wedge, that rising wedge, like you'll see this, like that was clearly a rising wedge, right? But if it bounces from here, that's probably a more reasonable long-term rising wedge. And so that guarantees us, it's a financial guarantee it's a joke that Bitcoin Cash is going to 0.38 Bitcoin on September 18th. Isn't that what that Marius guy would say here? Is that how he times his shit up? Fucking weirdo. Aeon made a nice little bounce on that. It's holding the trend line. Told you guys to buy the trend line. Please don't follow through that, because I'm not selling Aeon anytime soon. I really don't feel like waiting for that. Because then we're looking at 29,000 sats. And you don't want to see it break 30,000. It's right at the 786, the current move. It's a good bounce spot, guys. Up to 39,000 sats. And the daily cloud edge for Aeon. Write this down. Bang. 786 to 382 right on the trend line. Which it's been dumping for a while too. The 12 hour, is it oversold yet? No, but alright, so here's your all-time highs. It's not your all-time highs, I don't believe. Yeah, no. But you can do RSI trend lines. Like, I'll do RSI trend lines in this case. You want to see it break that. Not the biggest thing in the world, because that is aggressively away from current price. But you could see not even breaking it, but you could see it coming up to 39,000 sats, or close to it at 382 on a wick, with it hitting this RSI trend line on the 12 hour. So is the 6 hour oversold yet? But we do have a bull div. So screenshot this. Here's your divs. In a downtrend, you're looking for a reversal. Price action is lower lows, but the oscillator gives you higher lows. I'll put that back up. You'll get 10 seconds to screenshot that. Okay. So, lower lows and higher lows. It's a series of, it can take a while to build. Not only that, but you have lower lows and higher highs. Which is technically a, not necessarily. Still a bull div. But, yeah, so you could expect this to potentially get up to the 382 level, just based on the 12 hour. Or just the fibs on the trend line. Like, you have a lot of stuff that makes sense there. Okay, we're bouncing on the trend line. It's a 786 the current move. 786s go to 382s. RSI on the 6 hour and the 12 hour is that there's a bull div on the 12 hour. So if we were to flatten this out, not necessarily, it's still lower lows. It's trying to build though. It's rounding bottom more than the price is. But on the 6 hour, you have, you're starting to build a bull div. And you can see bull divs build on lower time frames before they build in higher time frames. That's fine. It can go sideways here, climb this trend line. It can even forget the trend line and just hit the 786 and dick off under this trend line for a little while and then spike back above it and reestablish it. Like, you can see that. And it can clearly be a fake out after that. But go up to the 382 or at least the 12-hour cloud edge, 0.5. This wouldn't be a bad trade. It's a good platform. Wow. Elf looks good, man. It's not a bad spot to buy. Stop below the daily key. Excuse me. Stop below the daily Kijun at 14.6. Entry in Won here. Mm. 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 It's just such a limited data set. What was the Won ICO price? Oh, 1 ETH equals 880 Won. 34 cents to 40 cents. And $6.81 with an all-time high of almost $10. So yeah, it's really far above ICO price. Let's look at Zilliqa. Zilliqa 20-day EMA is great for a bounce, like no joke. And I'm 5-10%. I don't know. You have to manage that trade and look at it, but you have your stop criteria, daily close below that. Some people would say 2 daily closes, or you just average into a position there, but I think you should be able to get 5 to 10% off that easily. And maybe even just put a break-even stop, or be willing to lose a little bit, because if that wants to continue out and paint another wave up, that'd be a fucking great trade. And maybe just near it, like here, because by the time it gets down there, it might only get to 15,000 or 1,567 sats. But we're looking at Won. I'm looking at Zilliqa to see if I can find anything for Won, because they hit right around the same time. Shit, man. You want to see the daily close today? It did bounce at the 0.5 fib level. Like, if you're an accumulation trader, it went sideways here. You see it go sideways in this level. I'd try to maybe hit the 618 up to the 382, sell my initial position, and then have free Won. And then only add to it as it reverses, maybe. Or just put a break-even stop. Like, you have your 50-day moving average is painting right here. You can barely see it, but it's that blue line. Yeah. So You expect like a wick below, but a close above, so like 66,000 sats, right around there, and maybe even put some at 69,000 sats. Um, hmm. And this was what I was looking at with Silica. It's that. Because if you look at Silica, like once it cleared that for good, and that's the problem with Juan is that would have been you can't really call it a false breakout because you had many days over top that zone. You did, but then the market bled. I want to see it move away from this though. I don't think these areas are bad spots to be buying, but the one thing you have to worry about is this could be your trend line. Like we're obviously guys, we're working with a limited data set here, so I'd be fine with buying this 50-day moving average because the 20 EMA and the 50-day moving average, obviously I keep saying the day because it's on the 1 day, are trapped within the only trend line that we have left before a new one is established. I would expect at least a bounce, um, at least a bounce. But I don't think this. I really don't think this move is. All these moves are done yet. I don't. I just don't. What a fucking just. Yeah. So I would buy Monero near the bottom of this trend line now and the 50-day moving average. There you go. Like somewhere around there. It depends if you want this wick or this wick to be your trend line. It really kind of doesn't matter. This one is more forgiving, but you could do the first one with the next two fake out below. It doesn't matter. Somewhere around there, 50-day moving average. This should flatten out as it approaches it, but I'm expecting a bounce much in the way that Litecoin, if I remember, bounced near the weekly 50, like near it. Didn't quite get there. I believe Bitcoin did too. I think it was Bitcoin's weekly 20. It was weekly 50. Okay. Yeah. What's Darsh doing? Falling through its weekly. Yikes. Yikes-opotamus. Yikes. Here you go, Dash. Here's your trend line, homie. It's your weekly Ichimoku cloud say. Ooh. Yeah. Yikes. If you're using Doge as a predictor for alt season, this isn't promising. It's never once respected and continued off the weekly 20 EMA. Ever. Not that I see. Like after a spike like this, I'm saying. Yeah, it bounced, but it fell through, and here we are again. It's like here, here, all through here, right here. Like, if you get a bounce on Doge, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to do a spec short in Poloniex, kind of as your hedge against your alts. Well, I mean, and they only take 2.5 times leverage, so you could leave yourself quite a bit of room to not get liquidated. But if this is your trend line on Doge, your market cycles are going to keep getting lower and lower and lower and lower. And obviously, because as Bitcoin price goes up, the sat values on Doge can't go as far up. Ooh. Yikes. Somebody bought Doge at 115 sats. AST. Is that on? I think that's on Binance. Yeah. AirSwap. It's falling through its weekly 20 MA, but weekly doesn't close for 2 more days, 2.5 more days. 3-day yikes. 1-day yikes. Yeah, yikes. I hate to say it, but like at this point, I just look to your trend line, man. There you go. It's a high probability bounce, in my opinion. In my professional opinion. It's just so convenient that this shit is dropping right before consensus when everything typically rises like during and after consensus. It's just like historically, it's just so convenient, so fucking convenient. You guys gotta understand that like the whales, they have enough money to be more patient than you could ever dream of. So rich people, millionaires, billionaires, and shit like that, they're cool with this shit. They want to get more. They're greedy. But again, it's a long view. Whereas you can't try to get rich like immediately. You can't try to get rich quick. And I always told you guys like, and something I've tried to learn. Looks like Ripple's bouncing. Yeah, right on that 200-day moving average. So if that closes a bullish hammer, I mean, we got to get some. Let's go, baby. I'm not a fan of Ripple, but I don't. If Ripple dies, it's a large cap. But I've always told you guys when you stop trying, and I've learned this from some traders that I follow historically, is like when you stop trying to get rich quick, you'll get rich quick. I guarantee it. Van's bouncing. Van on the 1 day looks great. Like, you gotta understand, like, this isn't the worst thing in the world. Ven hasn't died. Like, Ven's such a bullish coin. It bounced at the macro 618. Like, that's awesome. There you go. But, more importantly, there's your Ven trend line. There's your Ven line. But you want to see Ven move away from this zone. It's like 62,000 sats-ish, like this high right here. That tells you that it's climbed out of its hole. Like, stop it. Like that it's climbed out of its hole. Once it gets out of here, like around this zone, it means that, yeah, we're going to continue on. It's like sometimes it's that simple. If a bull trap happens, I think it's going to happen underneath here. Because a bear market is a continuous lower lows, basically. Macro lower lows, at the very least. Higher time frame always wins. But yeah, it's been tough, guys. Oh my God, or OMG, I always call it, oh my God, OMG is one that always gets bought up. Like, this is a buy zone, IMO. No, I'm not counting that wick. 0.5 fib, 50-day moving average, 200-day moving average, bang. That's a fucking buy and a half. Like, OMG is a buy and a half. If you can get it down near 1345. But even in this zone, like, OMG is a coin that balances. OMG is just such a good project. What's ONT looking like? Oh my God. Oh, yes. Is that the 382 up here? 0.5 over there? Or 236 up here? Exactly the 236 at the bottom to the top of that candle that we never really had any sustainable price action over top of. And by that candle, I mean this candle wick right here when it dropped into the exchange. Still respecting the 20-day EMA. We could go lower from here, but if you can, I think the move is to try to pick up a bounce. However large, you got to manage a trade. You got to tell yourself what criteria you're willing to stay in this trade. Um, like right around here on that trend line. Yeah, you're gonna have that sushi lover. I mean, just because it's an ICO doesn't mean that it's gonna be crazy profitable for you. I mean, a lot of them aren't. A lot of them are shit coins. Like 99% of ICOs are shit coins. They're just money grabs, and they're not really solving any real problems with any sustainable development teams or any sustainable marketing. Um, it's just not. I mean, a lot of these will put people together that can get money and get capital, but they don't really see past a year or 2 years, and they'll get a working blockchain to try to alleviate themselves of regulatory concerns and stuff like that, and be compliant to say, yeah, we delivered something, it just didn't work out. But in the end, you know, they're not really solving any problems. They're not going to be around long term, because you guys have to look at it this way: like a lot of these projects are going to be um, all-in-one solutions via partnerships like Neo and Ontology, putting a smart economy together with like a trust-based personal ID on the blockchain solution, like shit like that. Like, it's not just gonna be like, I remember there was one called Scorum, an ICO called Scorum, and it was sports betting and daily fantasy on the blockchain. And it's like, you don't fucking need that. Like, what do you? Yeah, you look like you have a cool team. It's a bunch of Russian dudes and shit, but you just don't need it. Like, there's no reason for that. Will daily fantasy and betting and shit like that be on the blockchain moving forward? Yeah, probably. But is ask yourself, is Scorum going to be the one? Probably not. Like, what happens when DraftKings and what's the other one? What DraftKings and oh, I can't remember. But the big daily fantasy players, what happens when they decide to do an ICO? Like, people are gonna go towards that, in my opinion. So, not that they would, but if they do, and you have to look at it that way, like um, all the current dominators in each industry, when they decide to go blockchain and they decide to do an ICO or launch their application on the blockchain, uh, that will probably, I mean, that has staying power. Um, and so you look to these platforms and these protocols rather than just these ERC20 tokens or just these generic ICOs you're trying to get money off of. I look to investing in the platforms and protocols that I think can carry these applications, that I think that long term things will be built on top of, to where it's an actual ecosystem, and there's going to be long-term buying pressure for these ICOs and to run their blockchains, instead of looking for little simple, like I said just recently, little simple ICOs I'm trying to make a 2x, 3x, 4x off of. Like, we're getting to the point now where if institutional money is going to come in, it's not going to be into projects like Elastic, um, or um, Scorum, like I said, like something stupid like that. It's going to be into projects, or even 10x Pay with like Dr. Julian Haas. Like, the guy's a great figurehead, and he's out in front, and he stays up to date with everybody, but he doesn't promise anything on his project, or he doesn't follow through on any of the promises on the project. Like, that project is a fucking wasteland, and that's why their all-time high in satoshis are at 180,000 sats, and right now it's at like 15,000 sats. Like, come on. Because a lot of these projects are just ERC20 tokens, like stupid little promises and stupid little applications on the blockchain during the ICO phase, but 99% of them aren't going to last. You're going to have the ones that are going to last are going to be platforms and protocols with trusted teams, and then you'll have these big companies launching their applications on these badass platforms like Ethereum, potentially EOS, Cardano, Icon, Neo, you know, things like that. And then you have to look at it too. I always say that, like, Bitcoin and Litecoin, when they get Lightning Network up and running, and the what was it, the Dandelion privacy, and like Lightning is going to enable for privacy on the Bitcoin blockchain. Is it going to be like with Sumo Coin, 12 ring signatures that are gonna really give you a lot of privacy. I don't know. I can't speak to the extent of it, but I think some privacy on the Bitcoin blockchain is going to um, hurt. It's going to hurt the viability, I think, of Monero and Zcash, uh, and all those ridiculous fucking coins that Rhett Creighton is developing on Z Classic forks. That guy's becoming a cancer to the community. But I'm getting off on a tangent. So you guys have to, the ones that you're investing in long term, like I know you did an ICO into AST, and I'm not really sure what AirSwap token is. But you have to ask yourself: is it solving a problem long term? Is it building a bridge, or is it just putting a box of junk on the bridge? That can it be implemented as a new layer on a current solution, or is it just there? Like, is it just, hey, we can do this, but it doesn't integrate with anything else? So there's a lot of shit in this community, and there's a lot of shit coins, and there's too many shit coins, and the problem that I have with it is it's spreading a lot of the liquidity from the good projects, and there's just purely speculation based. Like, I am long term a maximalist on these blockchain projects and on the future of cryptocurrencies, but a lot of these are just dog shit, and I think a lot of people are going to get run over by them that haven't taken a look at these projects and said, like, is this one sustainable, instead of just looking for an ROI. And then you get emotionally attached to your bags because you think it's a cool project, and then in the end you're left with shit. So yeah, we have 31 people left. I've been going on for a while. I wanted to make sure we did a pretty large stream while you guys track. You want track? You want track, bro? Again, I doubt it closes there. We'll see. Looks like a tweezer top. Try to catch the 20 EMA. But in reality, right now, this is your trend line. Maybe try to catch it on that trend line for now. But I don't know. There's not enough data points. It looks solid. But I don't know. I'm sorry. There's not a lot there. Let's look at Dragon, because Dragon's being a dick. Such a frustrating project. 10,000 sats. There's your trend line. Get it there. Like, I don't have much else to say to that. If you do get it there, it will have established a higher low if it bounces. Let's look at OCN. 20 EMA, but this is a rising wedge. It's pretty clear. It'll need to defeat this. It'll need to defeat that, but that's a rising wedge. It didn't close without. If it breaks up, yeah, we're in business. But it might need to go sideways here within this rising wedge. We'll see. I don't know. I'm not ready to buy any yet. Like, I'm not ready to have you guys buy some. I have some, but I'm gonna hold it through the air, or not through the airdrop, until like 2 or 3 days before the airdrop. Is the market bouncing, bruh? A little bit. Yeah, just hang tight, guys. Like, these things happen, and it's really frustrating to deal with. Like, and I'm sorry that it's happening to you guys, and that, you guys are probably shitting your pants and freaking out, and I understand why. Like, this is such a volatile market, and it doesn't make sense. Like, I put a post out that, like, this isn't the area that you want to be shorting. I want to short up here in the 200 moving average on the daily. And it doesn't mean that it's not going to go down from here. That's not what I'm saying. But it did. So you just got to react to it. And it's really frustrating. And when, Bitcoin still has the dominance to where when it falls, the rest of the market falls. And I think Bitcoin's dominance is going to keep going down for a little while before it goes back up. But in the meantime, when Bitcoin falls, it's really frustrating. It's so frustrating. I understand that. But the good news is, like, could we be getting a bull flag here if it wants to continue to the side? I don't know. But just hang in there. A lot tougher things have happened in this market than just this little drop. And it was a really frustrating drop because we had a clear path to some serious alt risings. Alts were set up perfectly. We had our bags packed. Bitcoin had bounced off of the 236.20 EMA. It was a larger wedge below the 200 moving average, and we had a clear path for a couple weeks to maybe an alt season with consensus coming up and everything, and it looked like it was a perfect layout, and it just didn't work. For whatever reason, it didn't work. Hang in there. We'll be fine. Honestly, we will be fine. We always have been, and we always will be. So just manage your, have your criteria on your trades, manage them, stick to your risk management, and know where you want to be out of trades, know where you want to be in, and we'll help guide you through that. But yeah, just hang in there. It's been tough. So, any other questions? Fuck, I missed this whole thing. Stop loss hunting killed me. Fuck you. I'm kidding. I love you. Just watch it back, Sean. But yeah. Lols. Still live, dick. Bye. Bye. Alright, so I'm going to get off, guys. One love. Like, subscribe, comment. And go help somebody today. I have a 80-year-old lady with COPD and a kidney disease across the street, and I'm doing her yard work for her because I'm a terrible person. I just wanted to let you guys know how good of a person I am. No, but this lady comes over and she's like, tell me about all her problems and shit. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Let me help you. I ended up giving her a TV and shit. Push over. What team? What? Check Bybome. ICO. I'm not doing that right now, but I like Tomo. You got my my ears on Tomo. So, yeah, I'm gonna get off, guys. I love you so much. Be good. Be good babies.